am back on the podcast. It must have been something you said, because I've been gone for a while. Hello, gorgeous people, gorgeous ones. How you doing? It is Fonzy here, which means it is time again after a month since the last one. I can only apologise, but it is September the 4th of 2020. No one says dates like that. It is September of the 24th year on the 4th day. And yet again, out of practice, unprepared. But hello, how are you? How you doing? How's things with your summer? Has it been going good? It's still summer. You're all right. It's not over yet. All the kiddlywinks are getting back to school. Yeah, I've got mates with kids that like this. The contrast is funny, dude. Some of them are like, dude, I can't wait to get my fucking kids. Don't get me wrong, I love my kids, but Jesus Louises, they just want them out the fucking house. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. Get out, dude. So it's going to be like mummy and daddy time after that for a lot of them. But then I'm getting some friends with kids saying like, Oh, they're going back to school. Oh, I've really had a nice time. Oh, such a shame. They've got to go and get educated. Yeah. Weird. Hey, you lot listening right now. I got to say, fuck me. Something happened. I was just trying to think if I could go for a minute without swearing. As was the podcast agent advice. But you know what? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, dude, I've been away for a month because, I think I've told you before, a restaurant, I'm an owner, yada, 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 bragging rights, yeah, whatever. Shut the fuck up, Fonzy. Stop sucking your own dick. Basically, I've been away at the restaurant, and it's just been me in a way, guys, because it's quiet. It's the quietest period. We're about to come out of it now. We're definitely seeing some signs of like improvement. Each step shows a little improvement, and then hopefully it'll be a bit more balanced. But honestly, it was just me concentrating on just making sure the restaurant was, up to par, and it's been great. It's been great, but that means no time for podcasting. Well, no, I had time. When people say they got no time, it's like, what, you don't have half an hour, 40 minutes in your day? Are you that fucking in demand, you egotistical prick? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the best podcast in the world. I just don't have time, bruh. I gotta work out, man. Gotta have sex with my girlfriend, bruh. Saying that, I've been working out. I have been. I've been on this is my week 6 of waking up, pushing weights, becoming a gym, brah. Yeah, my dick's like 4 inches smaller from all the juice, but I'm looking pretty buff. I have not done steroids. Fuck that, dude. I love my penis too much. I don't want to fuck around with that shit. But you know what? I think I told you I've been feeling a little bit down in the dumps, and you know what? I didn't want to continue feeling like that. So I thought, you know what, Fonzy, time to get this weird aging body, back to work, man. Let's bring back the fucking 19-year-old Fonzy. He was a prick, but let's bring him back his physique anyway. The aesthetic of 19-year-old Fonzy. And I did, and I have been. You know what, guys, you'd be proud. I think you'd be really fucking proud of me. I'm getting, I'm seeing muscles in weird places I didn't know exist. I would tell you my routine, but that sounds boring as shit. But yeah, but doing that, I just didn't have the mental capacity to do the podcast. So I'm back into it. I'm going to try my best to weekly upload again. Again, this isn't a full-time thing. I don't get paid for this. I just enjoy it. You know, I've told you guys multiple times again. I love you. Love you. Thank you very much for listening. I particularly love you this week because I've not been on the old YouTubes in a while. But maybe like last week was the last time I was on because I uploaded an old video I found of Fonzy and Company in their prime. This is when we were coming up. We had all these fucking tours booked, concerts booked with these massive bands, and like Fiddler's Elbow in Camden. There's a very, very close to my heart, having lived there when I moved out of house and home and had to go to Camden. Oh, he's a big boy now. And then it turns out when you ain't got your parents around, you know, fucking paying for everything, turns out it's pretty expensive. I lasted maybe about a year and a bit in Camden before I moved to Oxford and then moved to Bristol. But yeah, Fiddler's Elbow always went to a lot of shows there, and the sound's always great. Guys are always great. Beer's always great. You know what? It is what it is. I uploaded that last week, and I haven't been on my YouTube channel since then. Obviously, like dibble dabble. And what I could see in the last episode, Fonzy gets all political. I can't remember the name of the episode. Fonzy goes all political. Is that what it was? I forget. Anyway, it was about the Trump shooting, yada, yada, yada. Basically, for half hour, 35 minutes of me not picking a side. Mr. 20th centurist boy. Am I right? No, shut up. Guys, that is on YouTube anyway, has been the most popular episode I have ever done by a fucking mile. Christ, guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. You know, I have other episodes, right? You know, spread the love. But you guys really seem to dig that. And thank you. Thank you for, the support in that. It's... Again, small-time podcast. I have no socials, no nothing. It's just nice. And if you haven't heard it, why don't you pop on and just watch a guy fucking ramble on about nothing for 30, 35 minutes. What have I learned? Absolutely fuck all. It's, yeah. But thank you. So it gave me the encouragement last week when I saw this. So it's, right, someone obviously likes it. Someone's obviously listening. Let's get back into it. Why not? So thank you, guys, again. Really appreciate it. Apart from work, apart from being fucking hot, what have I been up to? I'm not hot yet. I mean, it's only been 6 weeks. Jesus Christ. We're cracking out the supplements and, feeling good. I've been watching Dr. Mike on YouTube. He's a buff guy. He's a funny dude. Definitely if you're working out. James Smith, if you... Again, like, guys, the information's out there. Like, if you really want to get into it, just fucking, YouTube it. Guys, instead of getting a degree, just YouTube the shit. Want to be a rocket scientist? I'm sure you can YouTube it. Want to be a lawyer? Just watch Suits. Fuck me, do not take any of that advice. That is awful. I've always been one for like academic subjects, absolutely. Like you do need a degree, yada yada yada. But I mean the creative subjects. I've said all this in previous podcasts. I'm just repeating myself now. What have I been going through with the whole shows thing? Right. So fuck it. Oh, the return of the mention of Kiwi Phil. It's not quite Australian, but it might as well be for me. Yeah, man. Me and my best mate Phil went to a little show, not a big show. You know, I said we were going to go to the Eagles. We did not, because I'm not paying that much for Eagles tickets. I'm sorry. I mean, even my favourite bands, I would still not pay that much. I'm sorry. That's too much money. Anyway. So we decided to see, I think I said last time, the Illegal Eagles, the best tribute band of the Eagles in the UK. Oh, damn, that's good coffee. It's the Illegal Eagles in the Bristol Hippodrome. So what did we do? You know, what we always do. What do we always do? Get pissed, mate. Get fucking shit-faced. Because it's fun. Even though we are getting old and the the hangovers are lasting 2 odd fucking days, it's still funny. You know, as long as I ain't got work the next day, I don't mind every now and then. But yeah, we got absolutely sloshed at my place beforehand. We were like, I can't wait. We're playing the Eagles back catalogue. We're like, I hope they play that one. Oh, nah, mate, I hope they play this one. Oh, I fucking love this song. I'm like, you know what? That's a fucking banging song, Phil. Good choice. I hope they play that too. You know, as as young lads do. You know what I mean? We're jet set. There's a pub next to the Hippodrome in the centre of Bristol. We go in there. We're looking at the queue, man. Right, I don't mind an older crowd, don't get me wrong, but holy shit, dude, we were the youngest motherfuckers in there by a good 3 generations. Honestly, mate, it was, and I don't mind that. That's great. That was fine, but I was wondering, like, Jesus, I was genuinely looking for, like, I wonder if there's anyone our age here. We're in our mid-30s now, guys. You know, so it's not like we're particularly... I know we're young in comparison to fucking Creeper's granddad over there, you know what I mean? But, you know, they're here to enjoy a show. They like... You know, they were doing LSD and, you know, fingering each other at Woodstock. They lived it, man. They lived it. And so they come to see the tribute band, because, I mean, these guys, you know, they just had their heating allowance takeaway as if they got 300 quid to spend on the actual Eagles, you know what I mean? So, you know, legal Eagles, good 40 to 60 quid maybe, fine, absolutely fine. We get in there, get our seats. Beer is naturally expensive as shit. Of course it is, because where else are you going to go? You're going to sneak in your... to be fair, there was the security was kind of fuck all. I could have done what I did at Pumpkins and snuck a little old whiskey flask down my, gooch. But I didn't. I just decided to get shit-faced, you know, get a double park while we're in there, you know what I mean? First time I've been to a show where they're binoculars. Sorry, binoculars. So it's like a quid to get. Phil's like, what the fuck is that? I said, it's binoculars, Phil. I said, what the fuck? What do I need that for? I said, dude, so you can see the stage better. It's like, do you want one? They're a quid each. So you put the quid in a little machine and you get the old binoculars out. He's like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, come on, it's only a quid. I got a quid. Fuck it, let's go. It was, and honestly, like I was expecting, because it's a slightly older crowd, to, you know, half their cataracts are blown out by now, so half the crowd's going, what? You say, is the band playing yet? You know what I mean? But I thought like these binoculars actually would be a good way for a lot of this crowd to see the show. Half of them, weren't using them. I was like, fair enough. They've probably got better eyesight than me. But I took them out, used them. Fuck me. Dude, I couldn't see shit. It's like, Hippodrome, if you're listening to this, what the fuck is up with your binoculars, mate? It was harder to see out of them. I couldn't see shit. And it wasn't close enough, because I was like saying, I wonder if I can make out the headstock on that guitar. It looks like a Fender, but it's like a slightly different neck on it, maybe. I don't know. I zoomed in on it. It's binoculars. Honestly, I got my phone out, even though you're not supposed to, just to take a quick snap. And I was like looking... Like I zoomed in on my phone and I could tell what the headstock was after that. I was like, dude, what is the point, man? That's a quid I'm never going to see again, man. If I'm fucking homeless, I'm going to be thinking about those binoculars when I need a pack of super noodles or something. But what were the band like, Fonzy? Shut the fuck up about your old age bias and your weird zoom lenses. Band were decent, man. You know what? They came, they saw, they did. A lot of Don Henley, and obviously understand Don Henley, apart from Walsh's, key players and that, fair enough. But there's a lot of Don Henley's, solo stuff, which I don't mind. I mean, Boys of Summer's a fucking banger, right? And New York Minute, right? You know, we all know and love those songs. That was great. But I think they opened with Heartache Tonight. That was great. Heartache Tonight. And, you know... And the crowd participation, I mean, half of them have got, metal lips and that, so I think it's a bit creaky standing up. When they asked the crowd to stand up, like the clapping along and stuff like that. Me and Phil just felt so out of place, bro. But we were enjoying it, man. That set list was pretty banging. They played everything you would have wanted them to play. Really talented musicians. You know what? They had some great banter in between as well. Just seemed like really nice, down-to-earth guys. Sound balance was fine where we were sat, dead central. I pretty much am going to sit dead central wherever I go now, no matter how much the price is. Because if you're slightly off to the right, slightly off to the left, I'm where the speakers meet is just the prime time for me. You know what I mean? I just don't want to, not have that experience. And the guys, they were great. There was nothing else to say. Just a fun little band. 2 sets, about 45 minutes to an hour each. There was so we had me and Phil singing along to everything. Phil's a much bigger Eagles fan than I am, but I mean, my mum used to listen to him a lot, so I took that on board, and it's been great. So he knew a lot more than I did, but the ones I did know was probably about maybe like 7 or 8 in the set. I definitely knew like back to front. There was some of them like, oh, don't know this, but I like this. Anyway, there was a bloke next to Phil, older bloke, of course, and he's saying like, well, you boys, you're obviously very young, and it's just really refreshing to see some young lads enjoying real music. So say well done to you and your friend there. I was like, woo! We got the fucking old people stamp of approval. I know I'm like shitting on them. What the fuck, Fonzy? You think you're never going to be old? You think you're not going to have some kid? When you go into your Green Day tribute band from when you're fucking 80 years old going oh, look at these old people. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was that generation, so fair enough. But you know what? I felt genuinely like humbled by that. I was like, thank you. That's really sweet. I'm so glad you observed that, because we do love this music, but back to 60s, 70s, 80s, are some of the best fucking music of all time and always will be. So it's nice to see that. But then it kind of got ruined. There's an old couple in front of us, right? Seemed to be enjoying the show. Not really. They were like kind of, I don't know, didn't seem to be having a great time. That one of the old guy actually towards the end was starting to, get into it and like having a little dance and having a little. It was a seated show, by the way. So of course it was. But I was sitting there. Last song Eagles play, so they play Hotel California. I was like, dude, there's a couple of songs you haven't played, and I can tell you why. I can't sing it there. It's still the morning here. And they haven't played Desperado. I was like, wondering which one they're going to play. And we're like, oh, come on, Desperado. And of course, it's Desperado. Like, woo, here we go. And then Phil's like, fucking. And then before he could start singing along to it, to be fair, it was that atmosphere. Before we could start singing along to it, bro, fucking both of these, old couple, turned around and went, shh. Fucking, we had shushes, bro. We had shushes. It's like, come on, it's a concert. You're supposed to sing along. You know what? To be fair, we didn't say like, nah, fuck you, dude. We do have respect for our elders. You know what I mean? I think it must have been their like wedding anniversary song or something. It just seemed like it meant a lot to them. So you know what? We just said, all right, Phil, shut the fuck up. Okay, all right, bro. Sorry. You know what? And it didn't ruin it for us. You know what I mean? I thought like, I tell you, I thought were going to get like, go out and go like, yeah, good concert. You enjoy it? Yeah, bro, I enjoyed it, yeah. Dude, what the fuck was up with that couple? I know, what the fuck was up with that couple? But it didn't. You know what? You just got to be the bigger man and walk away sometimes. We're going to get a fight with them or anything. For fuck's sake, like, we've been singing throughout the whole hour 45, 2 hours, Maybe they haven't had their fucking nighttime bovril yet. Maybe they were just a bit angsty. Fuck me, I'm ageist as shit today, dude. Sorry about that. Well, we were pretty drunk at this point. We've been drinking like all throughout the day before the show, drinking during the show. So we thought, naturally, time to go to bed. Nah, just joking. No, we went out to a bar for a couple more. And during this, getting a bit pissed again, it was like pretty slurry at this point. I was like, Phil, bro, oh, I love you, bro. He's like, oh, bro, I fucking love you too, dude. I don't think he's ever forgiven me for this weird accent I give him, especially since it's an Aussie-based accent. Sorry, but I find it funny anyway. Yeah, we've had this thing where I book a show for us to go and see. He books me as a show to see, and we take it in turns, sort of thing. So that was the last one, Illegal Eagles. The next one is Bullet for My Valentine and Trivium, which will be fucking cool. It's the anniversary of The Poison, and I want to say The Ascendancy by Trivium. Never been a Trivium fan, not gonna lie. Like, In Waves is fine. I've had mates that have bummed them for years and years and years and years, and I've just never really been that into him. So but they're gonna play both those albums in full. So I owe it to myself to relive The Poison again. That was fun. That was a great little album. I didn't like it at the time because I actively despised metal. Because everyone was into it, and knowing me, anything that anyone else is into, I am immediately like, nah, I ain't into it because it's too popular. Because I'm a self-absorbed wanker. But yeah, dude. So that'll be great. That's going to be in Cardiff. That's going to be fun. But while we were talking about the next show, we were like, fucking, you know when you're looking at your phone when you're off your tits and you're squinting your eyes as if that's going to help. You're swiping the phone with your knuckle because for some reason all your muscles and joints and nerve endings are just collapsed, and you're like pushing the phone and you're basically using the bottom half of your top knuckle. Oh God! So doing that, and I said, "Bro," I said, "What?" I said, "Dude, what show should we go to, man?" And he's like, dude, let's have a fucking look, bruh. I don't know what I'm starting to get into like surfer territory now. Let's have a look, bruh. I think it's all the gym broness, man. I'm getting it all up in my system. But yeah, we looked at Songkick, and this is an unusual one. I don't think a lot of you listeners who have listened to the podcast for this long now would know I'm actually into this group, but you know what? I kind of am. I've got no idea why, because they're kind of scummy, but their music is just so fucking weird and wonderful. So we looked on them, and lo and behold, I think this is the 10th of December. Could be wrong. Maybe the 12th. We've got Antwoord. You know all that shit. Yolandi, yeah, that one. Dude, Antwoord. I've never seen him, and there was that controversy with Ninja, the rapper. He just seems like a bit of a horrible prick. And to be honest, I don't necessarily want to support his behaviour. It seems that they have been like gone off the wagon for a little while. They have like gone away from the spotlight, and it's just like, right, he said some stupid things. He's done some stupid shit in the heat of the moment. I say in the heat of the moment. I think that's just who he is. I think he does go out. But, drunkenly, against my better judgment, we're like, dude, we should go to that concert. Dude. So we did. We booked the tickets. Well, pissed as fuck. So I'm going to Antwoord now. What the fuck has happened? I don't even know how you dress at a Antwoord concert. I'm tempted to go all Cradle of Filth, fucking black metal, see how that works. I'm even curious what a Antwoord crowd looks like. So I can't imagine the chavs are that into it. But I imagine you do get some moshes into it, because it's fucking heavy rave, style music. With this South African fucking, this fucking ziff. I've got to say, I love the South African accent. Despite I love the South African accent, it's just so fucking unusual, bro. I just love it, bro. And it's going to be fun. Why not? It's at the Troxy in London, if anyone's interested. I haven't seen a show in the Troxy in about 15 odd years now. Used to be a bit of a shithole. Was it the Troxy? I'm starting to doubt myself now. Is it the one in Whitechapel at least? I can't remember anyway. You fellow Londoners out there, just let me know, right? Because I'm fairly sure I saw a show at the Troxy about 15 odd year ago, but might not have even been open that long. But I do remember it was a shithole. But if you Londoners know what I'm talking about, maybe it's a big old venue, 2 floors. Maybe I don't know. It's been a while. It's weird going to see Antwoord, man. So we've just been to see the Illegal Eagles. Now we're going to see Antwoord. We've also got Travis coming up. You know, why does it always rain on me? I've got to say, dude, my music taste is fucking wide. I've got fucking spread, dude. I used to think Sam Lane, our ex-bass player, had the biggest spread of music because he was just so fucking knowledgeable, man. He was a smart guy, dude. And his music sort of knowledge and understanding, and you know, is that the fact he didn't give a shit. It could have been the heaviest fucking metal, the dirtiest rap, the cheesiest pop of all time. And you know, if he found it and had appreciation for it, dude would listen to it. You know, a lot of us do get set in our ways with what we listen to. But honestly, recently, dude, I think my fucking shows have been off the scale. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I was about to go to Billy Joel, for fuck's sake, until I sold the tickets. The Billy Joel concert came and went, man. And do I regret it? I did have someone I knew. This is my sister's friend, Aunt Flo. Aunt Flo's friend, my little sister's friend. How many times can I say sister's friend, sister's friend, sister's friend? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my sister's she went to go and see it by herself, bless her, because her old man had gotten her really into it. Terry, I knew Terry, her old man, who was a musician in Salisbury, just now a musician in the Isle of Wight, just, you know, got his own little studio doing his thing. But anyway, big Billy Joel fan, and he passed it on to his daughter. I said to her, I was going to go, but I sold my ticket. She said, why? I said, because I saw the most recent performance of him, and honestly, I do not like the idea of it. I think it's going to be sad. I think he's reached maybe his prime. All the songs are fucking like a good old fucking 2 or 3 keys lower. And it's just like, I get that. You got to adapt. When you're old, as you get older, your voice gets a little raspy unless you're constantly practicing. I get you might not be able to hit those high notes anymore. But for me, I don't know. I was kind of forcing myself into it. So I sold the tickets, and fuck it, I needed the money anyway. She went. I gotta say, dude, the set list is not what I was expecting. There was a lot of stuff I didn't think he'd play. So I'll give credit where credit's due on that one, because I thought when I saw the concert, the New York concert on TV, there was a lot of stuff in there. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. In the middle of the night, I'll be walking in my sleep. In the middle of the night, we'll do the river still deep. I can't say, that 90s Joel, man. We didn't start the fire as a funny fucking song, don't get me wrong. America, baseball, president, some beach, other fucking shit I know. But the older stuff, man, for me, like Moving Out, it's all rock and roll to me, My Life, you know, that sort of stuff. Even fucking Uptown Girl, you know, I like it, don't get me wrong. Everything's well written. Piano Man, fuck me. Oh, Vienna, fuck. Oh, why didn't I go to this concert? Anyway, everyone had a good time. I do regret it a little bit, but yeah. I could do other shit. That's fine. I just don't want to see. I don't want to see him too old. You know what I mean? I do think you owe it to yourself to see these bands, you know, when they're in their prime, dude. Because if these bands do make it, then goddamn, dude. You could say, like, dude, I was in a small venue and I saw this band in their prime. This is probably when they sounded the best, looked the best, performed the best. And, you know, I'm looking at, like, I saw footage of, what's his name? Frankie Valli, dude. I saw footage of that guy. All right, for full disclosure, didn't even know he was still alive. It's not. So, because I was looking at my wall of fame. If you haven't listened to that episode about my in the restaurant, I've done a Stairway to Heaven. If you want to go listen to that episode, it is, up and available, and so you can hear exactly who I've got on my wall, what's going on there. It's awesome. I was doing a new list to, get more, dead rock stars up there, dead pop stars, yada, yada, yada. And I thought, and admittedly, I think, Frankie Valli, fucking hell, he's got to go up there. Yeah, I would have loved to put Frankie Valli up there. And then look at my disappointment. For fuck's sake, the guy's still alive. No, that's cruel. No, man, I love Frankie Valli. My mum loved Frankie Valli, so I love Frankie Valli. I thought that fucking shit. The Night is my favourite song if anyone's interested. I know you might not be. But yeah, Frankie Valli, but I was like, actually, fucking hell, he's still alive. And then I saw he was still performing. I was like, motherfucker, how old is that guy? He's still performing? So I was like, look, actually, no, I forget how old he is now. How old is, give me 2 seconds. Frankie Valli, American singer, age. Here we go. Place your bet. No, fuck me, dude. 90. Even Barry Manilow's fucking 82. Paul Anka's 83. 90. Fucking hell. That explains a lot, actually, because the footage I saw of Frankie Valli, it was like, dude, I can't explain it. When I'm sure a lot of you have had like grandparents who have gotten like a bit old, and you're having to link their arm, and they're walking along in their wheelchair, or walking along in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? Rolling along in the wheelchair, or they got their stick out, and you're supporting them here. Come on, Granny. Okay. That sort of. And she's so cute and so racist. But Frankie Valli did look like that, dude. He looked like he had gotten like at least 2 bus passes right now. People hit 60 in the UK and they get the retirement age and they get the free bus pass, dude. I reckon you could claim for 2. I really do. He looked like fucking Jigsaw from Saw. I'm not trying to shit on Frankie Valli, dude, but no, there has to be a point. So it's quite obvious during the footage. You got all these young bucks as backing singers, the 4 Seasons, or it's supposed to be the 4 Seasons anyway. Fucking Valley's about 4 fucking generations above them, never mind Seasons. They're singing, but then when they reveal him, he's walking on, like, waddling. And, he's like got that, that weird like crickety thing that, old people do where their arms are like out in front of them, like, as if they're anticipating they're going to fall all the time. And then it looks like he's singing into the microphone, but I don't think he's singing. In fact, I know he's not singing. They got a backing track, but it's kind of like, are you enabling at this point? I mean, if the guy wants to go on and pretend to sing one of his classic songs, I mean, I guess I kind of get that. But I'm just wondering, where's the line here? Because I complain about people fucking, lip syncing and all that all the time. It's like, dude, you're going to really charge people that much? You're going to lip sync the concert? What's the matter with you? But then when it's this situation, you got gorgeous little Frankie Valli wandering on. Like, and the night begins to turn your head around. And the night, you know what I mean? I think it's like, all right, there's something quite adorable about that. The guy obviously just wants to keep singing, and it's like, right, Frankie, you're getting a bit on now, son. You can't fucking do it like you used to, mate. So what we're going to do is put backing track on. All you got to do is just look like you're singing into the microphone. He's like, all right, I can do that. No problem. I don't know where Frankie Valli's from. I'm assuming he's Italian-American. I might be wrong, but... hey, it's no problem, man. I can fucking sing the song, whatever, man. Mama. Like a mama used to make. Anyway, Frankie's, not even lip sync. Seriously, look up the YouTube footage. It's like, I know you can't see me, but you know what I mean? Just like moving the lips, but not in time to the to his vocal track. And I'm laughing. I'm really laughing at it, but I shouldn't be. But at the same time, he seems to be enjoying himself. And if the crowd are walking away going, what the fuck was that? To be fair, if you are buying Frankie Valley tickets and you know in the dude's 90, what do you expect? Wow, it's such a controversial fucking thing, you know? Is he ripping people off? Are we just enabling him? Are the people buying the tickets to fucking Egypt? Who knows? I don't have the answers, guys. You know, on the last fucking episode, I didn't have the answers then. I don't have the answers now. You're just listening. This is, by the time this episode finished, this could be like 45 an hour minutes that you don't get back in your life. You'll be on your deathbed going, why the fuck did I listen to that podcast? What a dumb cunt. God damn. What else has been going on, dude? By the way, if I had to cut out at some point, I will let you know. Oh, here we go again. Fucking Fonzy was drunk. To be fair, I don't know what I was thinking. I think it's supposed to be the news theme tune or a version of it. I don't even know what that is anymore. I drunkenly bought a drum kit. That was stupid. I don't know why. I thought I didn't buy it. I thought I'd put in a make an offer. But it turns out when you put a make an offer, you have to fucking pay the offer. You can't back out of it. Am I wrong? Did I miss something on the eBay T's and C's? Because I can't seem to back out of the fucking deal. And I woke up like hungover as shit. Like, your offer has been accepted. So it's this really nice fucking 2 crashes, 1 ride, 1 hi-hat, fucking 2 toms, 1 floor tom. Lovely stool, lovely sticks, lovely fucking bit of gear, dude. I forget. I think it's a Roland. I might be wrong, but lovely bit of gear. It was about 500 from this place in Germany, and not Thomann, weirdly enough. But it's 500 from this place in Germany, and I was like, okay, I'll offer 400. As if they're going to accept that. Fucking 100 quid off, man. Yeah, German cent. Thank you for your purchase. Oh, the fucking Germans, man. They said, thank you for your purchase. Your order is with you in 2 to 3 business days. Like, oh, fucking hell, dude. So I'm like trying to cancel it. I was like, PayPal, I'm sorry. I need to cancel it. It's like, why? They've already shipped it. I'm like, I know, I was drunk. That's not an excuse, Mr. Armour. Like, oh, have you ever bought anything drunk? He says, all the time, but I lock myself out of my phone. I think there's apps you can use to lock yourself out of your phone from, like, you know, dialing dick pics to your ex-girlfriends or something like that, you know, because people are awful people. Apart from that, so I have to cut out. My apologies in advance. Oh, more coffee. You know what? Fucking the big thing in the UK that happened recently. I say in the UK, Americans like this band as well. Oasis, man. Oh, God. The reunion, dude. How do you... So, right, you again, you hardcore fucking listeners that have been around with me since the beginning, and even, you know, the start of this new series of this podcast, no, I've got a little bit of beef with Oasis. And it's like, so Fonzy, what the fuck you got against Oasis? They're the biggest fucking rock band in the UK of all time. They got some absolute bangers. Like, they're funny. What you got against them? Basically, dudes, I can't remember which festival. I think it was V Festival. Might be wrong. It was a long time ago. Oh, I was meant to go see Oasis, and they pulled out last fucking minute. That was the only reason I bought the tickets. The rest of the lineup fucking sucked ass, and I was like, Oasis will be fun. You know, that's going to be a good one. And they pulled out, the worst weekend ever, and they got replaced with Kings of fucking Leon. That is basically my Oasis beef right there. It's like, no, dude, fuck that. You ruined my weekend. I don't want to hear fucking Sex on Fire, because that was around the time where Sex on Fire had come out. And you know, that's how it sounds like in the nightclubs when you say, so, okay, guys, time for a little bit of rock music. You know, when a playing all that trap rap and the mumble rap and the shit rave and the shit R&B and all that. It's like, oh, right, okay, guys, we're going to mix it up a little bit. Let's play some rock and roll. You know what I mean? I can't, dude. That was a year that song wouldn't go the fuck away. And don't get me wrong, I like Kings of Leon back in the day. The Molly's Chambers album, fucking, dude. She's a charmer. She's such a charm. That was fucking cool, man. It got a like Pixies element to it. It was kind of pop, kind of funk, kind of rock. And they looked like cool little fucking 70s hipsters. I like that. That version was cool. But no, I can't go, you know that I could use somebody. I can't do that, dude. I think maybe because it was overplayed. It's not like terribly written music. Anyway, Oasis. Oasis is lame, dude. Oh, what the fucking, we're like the best band in the world. What the fuck are you saying, you dickhead? What have you fucking done all your life, mate? I've fucking been a rock star for the last fucking 35 odd year, mate. You know what I mean, mate? Dude, it's that fucking mentality. They're not humble, are they? There's no, and it's like, all right, yeah. The British people, the British public are going to say they're the best rock band of all time. But I also understand a lot of Oasis fans know no other rock music whatsoever throughout that pinnacle of the 90s. And, you know, it's a weird one with me, man, because I have listened to Oasis multiple times. Definitely mainly in What's the Story. Phenomenal albums. A little bit like, you know, few and far between with the actual hits. But, you know, I like it. I've never necessarily again, I think I've said in the previous podcast, I think a lot of their riffs are rip-offs of, there's definitely Stones riffs, Beatles riffs, T-Rex riffs that I've heard that I was like, dude, that is just fucking, that is that riff. Are you kidding me? Like, you know what I mean? For me, this reunion, right, fine, that's great. But is it just me though? I don't think I've seen one picture of them together since this announcement. There's this black and grey picture that's out, but they look quite young. So I'm wondering if that's like an old picture. But I swear they have not been. Have they been together? It's not that. I mean, the concerts aren't until 2025. Plenty of time for them to cancel then. You know, they got Christmas between then as well. You think they're going to go to the Christmas, you know, go and see the family together for the first time? That's when families break up, dude. That's when fucking shit hits the fan. So you got to think, between now and 2025, are they realistically going to stay together and do it? Of course they are, because they're doing it for the money. Dude, it is a cash grab at the end of the day. It really is. I mean, if you really hated your brother that much, I don't give a shit who. To me, they're both equally fucking bad as each other. You know what I mean? They're just, I'm fucking doing it myself now. You know what I mean? I know I've said, you know what I mean, but I say it in, you know, the correct way. You know what I mean? They say, no, man. Or it's like two syllables. No, no. No, man. But do you know what I mean? Yes, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, dude, it's a cash grab. And honestly, dude, the Ticketmaster sale, the controversy behind the ticket announcements and the ticket sales, the moment they open, dude, it just fucking proves my point. And it's not even the StubHubs and Viagogos, those pricks who buy 6 to 8 fucking tickets at a time and then flog them off for God knows what. Those arseholes, fuck them. It's Ticketmaster themselves, and Ticketmaster have come out saying, because I think it was like everyone came to the pre-sales box, you know, when you go, right, the tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. Friday morning, you know, so you got hundreds of thousands of people trafficking Ticketmaster website right now, and for some reason, people are able to get it for the original price, 120, but the moment Ticketmaster see that traffic, what do? They're fucking up the prices. Of course they do. Is that legal? Yes, apparently that's fucking legal. Thanks, Obama. You know, thanks the government. fucking like why isn't this not enforced yet, dude? People, that's like you Americans when you go to you break your foot or have a medical emergency and you got to go. You don't know the price until you've had it done. I mean, obviously, it's a bit different because we have the option to, not buy it and do something else and go and see fucking Oasis or something like that. One of the tribute bands out there. Oasis, or I don't know what the tribute bands are called, but, it's a rip-off, dude. Some people paid $6,000. Some of them paid $350. I'm like, right, a ticket, that's crazy expensive. That is just mental, dude. I mean, we're talking Eagles territory. Now, I mean, even Aerosmith. Fuck me, Aerosmith are retired. Anyway, I won't segment into that. Yeah, that's it. That's too much money. That is fucking ridiculous. So what they say in Ticketmaster are defending themselves, saying, it's the agent and the band who make the price. It's like, yeah, dude, but who fucking inflates them? If they make the price. But they probably made it 130. But you know what Oasis aren't going to do? They aren't going to say, right. You know when Robert Smith from The Cure, when that most recent Cure tour happened, he said, right, Ticketmaster, go fuck yourself. You're refunding these people now and you're giving them the correct price. How fucking cool was that? I'm not sure what happened with that. I have a feeling he was successful, or he got the refunds done, or he changed ticket platform. Something happened. But anyway, there was some success out of that. Are Oasis going to do that? Well, probably fucking not, because why else? There's this reunion so you can make some fucking money, bro. Why else would you get, be fucking slating each other for 15 years, saying some really nasty personal shit, all of a sudden to turn around to say, oh yeah, time to tour, bro. You know what? It's fucking time, bro. Let's fucking go touring. Let's make some fucking money, fucking... It's not like Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher have not been touring all this time and not singing Oasis songs. That's exactly what they've been doing with High Flying Birds and BDI or whatever the fuck. They've been singing all these songs. Oh, no, but we're together, mate. And fucking Bonehead's coming back. I don't even know if Bonehead's coming back, is he? I don't know. But for some, it just smells, man. The whole thing fucking stinks. I've got a sixth sense for these things, man. And I don't know. Something tells me all this shit ain't over yet. I'm not sure what's going to happen. But, man, I hope at the very least it would give me a little bit more respect back to Oasis. It's just like, say something. Fucking speak up against it. Robert Smith from The Cure can do it. I would arguably say you guys are on a par with The Cure. Maybe a bit more than The Cure. I don't really know. Actually, that's two bands never really compared before. I wonder who's kicking ass in album sales in comparison. I'd imagine it's Oasis, but yeah. But I mean, if that is the case, if Robert Smith can do it, Oasis, I hope you do something. I really, really hope you do something. Or tell your label to say, like, right, Ticketmaster, you need to refund this shit now, or, whatever. I know there's legal disputes and stuff like that, but then, your managers might say, oh, no, we can't do that. We got a good relationship with Ticketmaster and all that. It's like, dude, you're Oasis. You're the biggest fucking band in the world at one point. Well, in the UK anyway. I'm not sure about the world, but, I imagine you have staying power. I imagine if you really wanted to do this, do it right, man. Don't fuck over your fans, and show up. And if you're not going to do it, the very fucking least you can do is show up, or punch each other's lights out on stage. Either way, that'd be fucking cool. But yeah, man, I've never got the brags. I've never got the to me, as people, I've just never gotten on with them, man. There's just something that very nasty about the Gallaghers, and they're funny, don't get me wrong. Sometimes they can be fucking funny, but sometimes they just say things in a stupid Manc accent and everyone goes, oh, fuck me, that was fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all right. See, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? That's like 4 syllables at least. It's I hope they don't cancel, because I mean you got a lot of bands cancelling tours at the moment, man. What was it? Catfish and the Bottlemen just fucking cancelled the tour. The Fugees, just due to lack of ticket sales, they cancelled. J-Lo, fuck me, J-Lo. She cancelled. Apparently, the people don't want to hear J-Lo anymore, dude. We could get right. And Jenny from that street around the corner. That one. Yeah, J-Lo was fine. But this is maybe the problem. All the big female pop stars around that time. The Christinas, the Britneys, the Beyoncés. J-Lo might have just got left in the dust a little bit, and people don't really remember her very well. I don't know. But one thing, my wife's a bit of a trendsetter. She's into some really cool shit right now, and she's into this lady called Chappell Roan. I know some of you are going to be hearing that and going like, oh yeah, I know her, the ginger broad or whatever. She's gay or she's bi, and she's cool and she's quirky and she has an all-female band and she speaks out against people stalking her and shit like that, or musicians in general, which is fucking cool. All great things. All an advocate for. What I'm not an advocate for, however, is I was telling Beth about this. We've had arguments about her. Chappell Roan, if you ever listen to this, you've nearly broken up my marriage like 4 times now. I'm only joking. That's not true. I've actually been enjoying, I think you did the bedroom sessions, didn't you? To be fair, she was. It's good. I'm not knocking her as a musician at all. I feel the same way about her as I do about Taylor Swift. She's there. But when people exaggerate it and make it seem like it's a lot bigger and better than it actually is on a musicianship level, and in terms of blandness, in terms of songwriting, creativity, at least Chappell Rowan's got a little bit of edge to her. You know what I mean? Taylor Swift just needs some fucking salt, in my opinion. But that's what I'm into, and not and the fucking billions of fans that are into her don't mind that. I'm like, I don't mind either one of those. She's not. None of them are particularly spoken out, doing anything stupid. It's just not really for me. I just like a little bit more bite in my music, or a little bit more. I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyway, Chappell Roan, I respect her fully, and I understand this may not always be, her decision, especially if she's with a label that are very, basically slave drivers, guys. Some of these record labels, especially when you've got an artist that big, they can really let the artist have it really bad. Like they will fucking put them on schedule, like crazy touring schedule, then promos, then interviews, then press releases. Then they will put them. Especially they're coming up like Chappell Roan, man. You cannot get tickets in the UK anywhere. It's insane, honestly. But she was supposed to be playing in Berlin or Paris, maybe both, and she didn't turn up. She cancelled. Last minute. She cancelled last minute, and in speculation, it's because she is able to do a performance in the VMAs in New York. Was it the MTV Music Awards? One of them. And she cancelled a show. People had flown for fucking miles. Got hotel rooms, got the tickets, of course, which should be refunded. I hope it isn't. And even if they're not, some of them just say, oh, yeah, but it will be rescheduled. It's like, really? I got to fly all the way to Berlin to not see my favourite artist, stay in the hotel overnight, a couple of nights or whatever, fly back just to say, oh, no, but you can use your ticket again in 3 months' time. It's like, so I've got to book more flights. And it's like, fuck you, dude. If that was her decision, that is a dick move, Chappell. Sorry, I like you, love. I think you're cool. I think it's great. You're telling dudes not to stalk stuff. I think it's weird. In my opinion, it shouldn't have to be said. It's like, if you're a stalker, you're a terrible person. But I think it's like, oh, how dare you stalk musicians? Just because we're big and famous and hot does not mean we should get stalked. It's one of those, is like, I think everyone in the general society that's kind of with it kind of knows. Every now and then you might have to say it. For me, it's just like, all right, yeah. It's like, we know. I understand what she's doing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on the idea that, she's speaking up for women everywhere, and especially female musicians that get stalked, and it's not okay. It isn't okay. But I have a feeling that pretty much 99% of people in the world know that. It's just like saying something for the sake of saying it, just to make, get a one-upsmanship. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Look, I like the girl. I think it's great. I think Taylor Swift's fine. I can't believe it, because I don't want my comment section to be like, oh my God, this misogynist Taylor Swift hating piece of shit. How fucking dare you? She's trying to speak up for us ladies everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, dude. Please don't hate me. Please don't. I just want you. Dude, as if I give two fucking shits what little kiddly winks think, man. Fucking hell. Like, if you're really that fucking hung up about it, come to Bristol and I'll buy you a pint. Fuck me. Like, I don't care. I hate everyone equally. Whoa, was that the time? Holy crap. That was a long one, guys. Sorry. Fucking hell. I've been banging microphones. Fucking just going off on a tangent. You know what you came here to like. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. My electric drum kit ain't turned up yet. I hope it turns up soon, because I've got to go to work soon. We'll be in Dublin this weekend, just getting away from it all. Shall I go and visit the Irish Rock and Roll Hall of Fame again? See if my little mate's there? Oh, it's the guy who loves U2. Nah, mate, I don't love U2. Oh, no, I'm fairly sure I remember you're the biggest O2 fan, U2 fan I've ever seen. I bet you've been telling everyone on that podcast what a shite band U2 are. Yeah, maybe. Oh, guys, anyway, well, thank you so much for listening, guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the amount of views on there for the last one. If you're enjoying this stuff, just please let me know, and I'll keep doing them. It's great to chat to you guys. Keep listening to the music, and I will see you on the flippity a flobbity flu. I just did the podcast. Gotta admit, it kind of fucking sucked.